Hello, everyone, and welcome to Performance Check Tragedy and Triumph on the Shattered Isles. I am your host and dungeon master, or dungeon mistress, the Paladin Bell. I will be hosting this particular season of Performance Check, where the players will be investigating the mystery of the disappearance of the brother of the Thane of Caer Animos. Today, we may or may not see the party leave the city. Hence the title of the stream. So without further ado, or any more gilding the lily, we will go ahead over to our party members and say hello and let them introduce themselves. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone this evening?
The good.
EP seems to be the mood tonight. Okay, so, welcome everyone to Performance Check, and we're gonna go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves and your characters, and then we're gonna go ahead and I believe Celeste had chosen to do the recap this week.
Yes.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna go down the line, starting with Venny, and we're just gonna go from left to right as far as in order from on the screen for the viewers, or from right to left rather, not left to right.
Hello, my name is Benny Dolara. I go by they, she pronouns. You can find me pretty much anywhere as Benny Dolara, such as Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitch. Tonight I'll be playing as Catalina, my vigilante, who is definitely not going to try and mess with nobles that don't like the rest of the people.
Definitely not a political dissident whatsoever.
Definitely. Next should be, let me open.
Celeste, that would be you. You are up next.
Hello. You know me as Sage the Soft Cubist right here on twitch.tv. You can also find me in most of the other places where you socialize your medias. Stole that from my good friend Lynx. Not sorry. Love you very much. And you saw me here on this channel last campaign as the DM for the Empire of Blood, which we will eventually get back to, with a couple of changes to the roster. And today I am playing Anna Cushiel. She is a homebrewed Aasimar based on the Scourge Aasimar from D&D 5th edition. And she is 2 levels Blood Rager, and 2 levels Slayer. Very interesting build going on with her. I'm very happy with it so far.
Fantastic. Poppy, you are next.
Hello, I'm Poppy, or you can find me at A Petite Poppy on all forms of media. I'm just a little flower. I'm a little fae who will steal your names and take your socks. I use the she, her pronouns. I am playing Inarona Maine, or Talviel, depending on who you ask, or Ina. She is a paladin and a mesmerist who is dedicated to protect her charge, Soliel.
Speaking of Soliel, you are next, Void.
I have food in my mouth. Hi.
Oh no.
It's fine, we're good. I'll put food out of my mouth. Hi, I'm Void or Duster. You can call me either or. I go by he, him, or it. It's pronoun. Tonight I'm playing Soliel Palantir. You can just call her Soul for short. Word Priest. Human. I'm just a noble who got tired of that shit and went, what if I ran away under the guise of apparently a kidnapping, and that surely won't have any ill consequences, if anything, ever.
No, not at all.
Anyway, I'm very good at hiding my identity. Don't ask anybody else.
Absolutely
yeah,
not
that's
immediately
it.
clocked
Okay.
as a princess.
No, I would never do that.
Never. And Huffy, you are next.
Hi, I'm Miss Huffy. I'm playing Lorelei the Kobold, who's just a tiny, stupid nerd dragon, and is also probably the kidnapper involved in the most recent
Yes.
description.
Yes, you were.
I'm the kidnapper. Hi, I
Fantastic.
kidnapped a princess.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Kidnap a princess.
And if we could get your pronouns and where we can find you.
She, her, and you can find me at twitch.tv/MissHuffy.
All right, thank you. And now, if you wouldn't mind, Sage, if you could do the recap for us as to what happened in the previous session.
Of course. So, when last we told this tale, one of many stories of tragedy and triumph was told last session. It began with Enna Kushiel finding herself in recovery after having been poisoned by an individual whose name is slipping my mind.
I will grab that name for you. Give me 2 seconds.
What's her
name-
fuck? Vampire
Her name
chick.
was Isadora Ventrev.
Isadora. Yes. And was poisoned by Soul Sand. Which is a very curious compound formed from the spilled blood of Martyr Azamars. Which Enna obviously felt very bad about. Was not a fan of anything going on there. Did not enjoy it at all. Various members of the party went on and assumed their own business. I believe Soul slept in late. I recall that one very vividly. And had to get rushed over to the tavern where we all met by Inarona. I don't remember most of what happened for individual players. I know what the party did as a group.
Yeah, that is perfectly fair.
Okay, so we all got together in the tavern, discussed the game plan. Because of the deeds Isadora had performed, and the fact that the party has 2 titled guards in the midst. Again, I forgot the name. That's okay.
The
Enna
Praetorian.
and Ina. Yeah, the Praetorians. Thank you. We had due cause to break into Isadora's mansion and confront her, which we did. We entered in from a cellar leading to the sewer, coming up in a room that was filled with barrels of soul sand, which again, I did not feel good about.
So much stress was taken last session.
So much stress was taken. Lorelei sent out a duplicate to scout ahead, and Enna, being a little bit too quick on the draw and having a hero complex, immediately engaged combat before giving the note, or before giving the signal to begin combat. We ended up vanquishing a good amount of exploding zombies. Thank you very much for that, DM.
No problem.
And proceeded upstairs to Isidora's personal chambers, where we found Isidora preparing an altar to, I believe, scorn or deface the symbol of another god, using that Azamar blood she's been collecting.
That's right.
And Enna charged forward. Some members of the party split up and went around. There were these pillars in the center of the rooms, and when you passed them, they had a chance to either stun or paralyze you. I believe it was stun.
It was the spell hold person.
Spell hold person. So paralysis, yeah.
Yeah.
Found our way up in the middle of the combat, and we discovered that it was not Isidora who was the mastermind of this plot, with a wonderful hint dropped by our DM that Isidora is good aligned, chaotic good to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
We found a creature who had been puppeteering Isidora and commanding her to perform all of these foul deeds within the city of Kuranimos. That beast was vanquished, and Isidora was released from its thrall. We spoke with Isidora's butler and got a lot more information about everything that has been going on in Kuranimos, and accidentally or otherwise took out one of the 10, what they're called.
The members of the Council of 10.
The Council of 10. I have an approximate knowledge of many
you're
things.
doing great. You're doing
Phil,
great.
the human boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Love the reference.
Thank you. And with that, the party kind of went about their own business after leaving Isidora's manor, and Enna had a very awkward encounter where she found out Isidora was a member of the cult dedicated to the Lady of Laces, which Enna has very complicated feelings about because she's technically royalty in regards to that certain demographic and does not like it.
Do you remember the other thing that made it awkward?
Oh yes, she was the consort to my sire.
That's right. There you
Yeah,
go.
Ina had a day. Ina was poisoned, and this day was worse.
Oh, yeah.
Enna, sorry.
Yeah,
Enna was
Enna had a
poisoned.
day.
I'm so, even I'm falling for it now.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do this. You have to believe me.
That's okay.
Quote, I made this character before her. She copied me. How dare she? My own wife.
Isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Isn't the phrase "imitation is the finest form of flattery"?
Yes.
Yes, I am so flattered, but the tomfoolery, that's on her.
Should I complete the whole saying?
Isn't
no.
it imitation?
Uh-huh.
No, isn't it imitation is the sincerest form of flattery?
Yes, I believe so.
That's another one.
But yeah, so Sage, you will get a hero point.
Yay!
Just as a reminder, hero points can be used to make basically give you advantage. You can use one to save someone that is about to die. You can make a creature re-roll their roll within reason, or you can essentially counterspell a spell with it, even if you are not a spellcaster. The full rules for them are actually in my Adventure Awaits document that is still in progress, but it is typed out in there, which can be found in the Discord above. So do you guys remember where we left off and what you guys were trying to decide when we left off.
Wait, shit, hello. Weren't we in the middle of trying to figure out if we were going to... If they were going to go meet with the mayor after resting, question mark? Meet with the mayor or meet with the guy in charge? Tell
Yes,
them that.
would you like to go meet with the mayor first, or the Thane? Or, I believe Lorelei had suggested, Lorelei could send her body double to go speak with the mayor, while you folks go and look for go and speak with the Thane.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause I think
I feel
we have
like
to
I
be
actually
people-
have information. I feel like I remember that something happened to the mayor.
Do you remember what?
Did the mayor get killed? Is that what happened?
So, yes, that is because
Yeah,
you had sent
thought-
your
I thought
body
as
double
much.
ahead. Lorelei's body double have found out between sessions that the mayor and her entourage were found with vampiric puncture wounds in their necks, dead in her office.
Mm.
So it seems that the consequences of not going and seeing the mayor first led to direct vampiric interference.
Fuck the mayor.
I mean, you never met the mayor, so you don't even know if the mayor was a good person or not.
Exactly.
But I do believe that kind of settles where you guys are going.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Unless you folks want to investigate what happened to the mayor, which I'm pretty sure you all can very easily figure out. But essentially, you guys have the opportunity to take a long rest, and then, if you would like, you can either go to the slums where the mayor is, or you can go to the palace where the Thane resides. That is up to you guys, but we will pan in on the Cafe of Room, where you guys have been staying in the underground suite given to you as kind of an apartment, home base kind of thing. What are you folks doing?
I think because of Enna and Ina working directly under the Thane, like their priorities is like, all right, we did our things, gotta go report to the boss.
Okay.
Boss time.
Yeah, on the way to go talk to the paycheck giver.
Fantastic. Does anyone remember the information that was given to you that you're supposed to be talking to the Thane about?
No, sorry.
Does it have to? I believe it had to do with how our vampire friend was controlled.
That was
Right.
part of it,
Okay.
but the
That
other
was the
part.
assassination.
Mhm. The other part,
And then,
just as a reminder, was the reason that certain people can remember the Thane's brother and most can't.
Right.
Does anyone remember? Does
Which-
anyone remember why that is, or
Well,
why
uh,
the theory that was
right.
given?
The initial theory, I know this is the theory Enna gave, was some. Well, no. Enna's theory was some tied to a divinity, which wasn't quite accurate.
Now
But
that wasn't confirmed that it
coincidentally-
wasn't. It was
Yeah,
not
it wasn't confirmed that it
wasn't.
wasn't. You know, very coincidentally, some of the other people who can remember the old Thane are a couple of demigods in the area.
Uh huh.
Oh, but that's not the one that was confirmed. Oh, it's spacing my mind. I feel like I have it, and it's not quite there.
so the one that he gave us was that the people that are close to death.
That's
are
right.
able to
That's right.
call.
That is correct.
People who are close to death.
People who are close to death. Now, What he means by that, he didn't elaborate. But that's what he said. So, yeah, you guys can head on toward the palace of the mayor of the Thane, being that Lorelai's double basically comes in. Lorelai, how would your double kind of relay that information to the party?
I mean, generally, the double is usually sent to like make sure that someone's being safe or to find information.
Okay.
So I think this time around she comes back very upset, kind of distraught that she had been late to the to help essentially.
Okay.
And would relay. I mean, I don't have any specific words, unfortunately, because I'm put on the spot here. And I'm
That's
good at
okay.
that.
That is okay. Essentially, you relay that you found the mayor dead in her office, puncture wounds in her neck that were very closely vampiric in nature, and likely she was killed by Isadora before you guys invaded the mansion.
But even like before we invaded the mansion, Isadora still teleported into where we were already at, right?
Yes and no. She
Like, shit
projected.
talk for a couple minutes.
She
Okay.
projected. Like it's the like it's like setting up a minor illusion that can speak.
Almost like a magic mouth.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, so that is what you guys are kind of relayed first thing in the morning as you guys kind of gather in the common room of your apartment to kind of make a game plan for the day. Who all do you guys think is in the common room as Lorelai's double kind of returns from her expedition?
Hmm.
I mean, I
think
would
there
assume
would
all
be a
of you.
moment- Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the context of like, are we all just in the same room?
So
or is this,
essentially,
like on the verge of heading out.
So this would
Lorelai shows
be
up.
this would probably be because you guys were given a night to full rest to like have a long rest. So this would probably be
Okay.
first thing in the morning when Lorelai had gone out. So this would probably be right as you guys were getting ready to head out.
Hmm.
But my question
Then,
is
yeah,
like,
I
did
think-
all of you stay in the apartment you were given, rather than
I would.
separating?
Ooh, actually, I
I
think
think-
Lorelai is usually in the temple.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that's to Bahamut, right?
Yes, the Temple
I
to
was-
Bahamut. Abby, you were saying something?
No, I was gonna say we'd probably be in the inn, so we'd be closer to the Thane's estate in the morning. And I
Okay.
imagine Enna just probably went home.
Okay.
But in which case, Soul, you got picked up. We're like, yeah, I understand that this is important and this is a secret hideout. I don't care.
Okay, so yeah, you
Obvious.
guys went back to the inn in the upper
Yeah.
quarter of the city.
So we wouldn't be late to go talk to the Thane.
Okay, yeah. So each of you are kind of in different areas.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
You're welcome back. But yeah, so I think at this point, yeah, you guys would have gathered, and probably Lorelai would have told all of you as you guys got to the Thane's palace, the information about about the mayor being dead, essentially.
Well,
Oh no,
Yeah.
not our beloved
Dude.
mayor.
Yeah, your
I feel like
quest giver is
Ida's-
dead.
Yeah, Ida's only words would be like, oh, what a pity. and then
Then heading on
focus on
inside, yeah.
the job.
What do
Yeah.
we're?
It's like, oh no, they're dead. Guess the government will figure that out. Who's the next one in charge?
Yeah.
That's not our problem.
Okay, and as you guys kind of approach the steps of the Thane, you will notice that the normal guards that are kind of here, they usually wear like standard tabards with the Thane's like symbol on them, have been replaced by guards from the High King.
Oh.
So instead of the symbols of Kieranimos, you see the Griffin symbol of the Order of the Griffin, which is the High King's Knights, who will kind of place their hands up in front and go, who may I ask is entering?
Anna Cushiel, Praetorian to the Thane.
And your companions?
That's not her accent.
Yeah, you'd be French.
I'd be French.
It's a very French accent. And your companions?
Very French accent.
Yo, mama.
No.
No.
Just immediate Lorelei not liking these people.
So sorry.
It's okay.
It's a reflex when people demand shit. I kind of want to say no. No, you may not
Exactly.
ask, as a matter of fact.
Anna will say, individuals hired by the Thane to work on an investigation here in Kieranimos.
I see. Be advised, the High King is inside. Tread carefully, and they'll kind of lift their halberds and let you inside.
Huh.
Alright, we go in?
As you enter, you do see standing kind of side by side with the King's men are, the other Praetorians and a very pissed off half-elf. The current bodyguard of the Thane has been forced out of the throne room, and is very angry about it.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
And you kind of see two of the King's men kind of trying to restrain her as you enter. But you are not, like, stopped when you try to go into the throne room, which is presumably where the Thane is.
This is gonna be fun. We go in? Question mark?
That is up to you guys. Do you
We go in?
immediately go in? Okay.
I go in.
Anna,
Alright.
Anna goes in instantly.
Yeah, just not even hesitating, just straight in. Inside, you see a couple of people. The Thane, who is sitting on the throne, like he's not in his I trust you chair. He is definitely just sitting on the throne, kind of speaking to... So, in my world, king is not a gendered term.
Lady King.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, king is not a gendered term. It is a term that just means sovereign ruler. What you see is a woman in plate armor wearing a long tabard with an ankh on the front of it. And the king and the Thane seem to be in a heated conversation. And if anyone would like to catch the butt end of that conversation, you may roll a perception check as you enter the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Lorelai's super nosy.
I took an extra
Yeah,
rank in
her-
perception.
I took 2. You're going to 2 ranks in perception now.
I did, however, roll a 4. It's
mean,
how about
a
a-
total of 14, but I rolled a 4.
I wonder if any of us got it.
So Catalina and Lorelei, definitely you catch a little more, but Anna, you also catch kind of you will catch the last end of this sentence, but Lorelei and Catalina, you hear the king kind of in a very worried tone go, "I do not understand why this happened. However, I have come to the recent information that you have a brother, and I do not understand why I am only remembering this now." And that is the I don't understand why I'm only remembering this now is what Anna catches.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt the High King, but like,
I mean, the king,
I
their
do.
conversation is done. Like, the Thane will kind of
Okay.
gesture you in and go, "My agents are here, your grace. Please allow me to speak with them before we continue our discussion." And the king just kind of looks back and goes, "And you know that these folks can be trusted." And the Thane just says, "Yes, ma'am. I believe they can. I am sorry, Auntie. I need to speak with them."
Anna will say, actually, the information we have pertains to that conversation.
You see the Thane's like eyes immediately like he this like beam of pride, like, I fucking knew putting you on the job was a good idea.
Oh my god.
Anna will see that look in the eyes and like one being humble, but also in kind of a deflecting way, will say, "It was the efforts of everyone that unearthed what we now know."
Midway through your sentence, he will put his hand up and go, "As much as I appreciate your
Humility.
thank you. I'm a little frazzled. My aunt hasn't visited in a very long time. As much as I appreciate your humility, I knew that putting all of you on this would be a good idea. But Anna, thank you. What have you learned?"
We know, first and foremost, the most plausible reason why only a few people can remember the old Thane.
You see the king turn to you and like her eyebrow raises. Continue.
Now, it should be said before I continue, the greater context of this statement was not explained to us, so there is still speculation. But those who are close to death can remember the old Thane.
You see her like the king kind of straighten her back and nod and go, "I do not know if that means my death or a recent death near me, but I did remember Kristoff's older brother when my wife died. So that could be when I became, as you say, close to death."
It is very true.
Do you have any other leads?
I know we do, but my brain is blanking.
You know that one, the Council of 10 were probably definitely involved. And that one of the things that was found in the mansion, I believe I had written this down. I wrote it down in my notes. I don't know if we went over it during the session, but I wrote this down in my notes. Is that there was a letter that was essentially the Council of 10 saying they were going to assassinate the High Queen, which, as you know, according to what the king just said, she just recently died.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will continue. So, the individual known as Lady Isidora was under domination of a different creature. But during this domination was effectively a member of the Council of 10, who now no longer owes allegiance to them. we discovered that the demise of the High Queen was plotted by the Council of Ten.
As you say this, you see rage fill in the queen's eyes. Or the
Yeah.
king's eyes.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So, my wife was assassinated. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
I see.
It's about the gist of it.
My wife was visiting a small city in the north, by the name of Honeywood. Do any of you know it?
Do any of us know it?
I think I should. Right?
Personally, I do, but I don't know if Lorelai has.
You can roll knowledge local if you would like.
No, it's local. Let's go.
Wait. Oh no, I'm not from there.
Uh,
Sorry, I got confused. But yeah.
I can put you. I
let
can
me
put you
roll.
folks on the world map rather than the city map, so you can see where they're talking about.
Yeah, that would help.
Oh, there, Honeywood, all the way
Honeywood's
up there.
all the way up there because the capital where the High King lives is Last Bastion. So
Yeah.
she traveled from Last Bastion all the way down the continent to come see
That-
her nephew.
Okay, let me roll. Should I roll or can I take 10?
You can either way. You can do both.
I mean, if
Or
I
you
take
can do
10, that's
one or the
20 total.
So with a 20, I would say, yeah, you've probably traded in Honeywood before.
Mhm.
They are one of the Banorn to the Duchess of Larimer Keep. The Baron there is a generous young man who has often traded with Twilight Shire and trades with, the southern cities, which most in the Highlands don't. Often halflings that live in Honeywood will come down to the Twilight Shire and kind of share stories, and it's a heavy trading partner. But you know that just south of Honeywood, Fort Pegasus is a haunted and blighted area, and he has recently been seen going back and forth between Fort Pegasus and Honeywood. The Baron has.
And then,
Go ahead.
what did the king ask? of us
The
about
king had
Honeywood?
asked any of you if you knew anything about the village of Honeywood, the small city of Honeywood.
Then, yeah, in that case, Catalina would say that she's been there and traded and knows a little bit about the Thane.
It's one of the,
No, the Baron.
Yeah, he's a baron.
it's one of the baronies of the Larimar Keep, right?
Yes, it is one of the baronies of Larimer Keep. One of the most peaceful regions in the lands. The Lady of Larimer Keep keeps her people quite well cared for, is a good way to put it. I would contract all of you to go north to Honeywood and investigate. If that is where the council has struck last, then perhaps the council is moving elsewhere aside from Karanimos. I will write you all a writ of safe passage, as according to myself, the High King. Should anyone interrupt your path or attack you, they would be breaking royal decree and royal law, and will be punished under the highest court in the land. If you should accept this, I would offer, and she will draw a blade from her hip. It's a slender war sword. It's a for all intents and purposes, like mechanically, it's a short sword, but it's like a thinner blade made for like attacking from horseback. And it's a curved sword. And she goes, I would offer this, an enchanted blade, as reward, as well as 100 gold pieces for each of you.
100 from a king.
Yes. It is all I can
That's actually-
currently spare, being that we are not quite at war, but we're preparing for one.
Mm. I would have thought you'd be more flush than this.
Normally, I
will
would.
like, and I won't say anything, but she'll just give a fucking look to Lorelai.
Normally, Lady Kobold, I would be. Last I asked your people specifically for anything, I gave them an entire mountain. But as we are preparing for war, I do not quite have the resources
Dang.
to do so.
So no mountain for me. I understand.
And
No.
jeez, my God.
maybe post-war, if you continue to serve the kingdom, maybe after Falhurst Keep has been dealt with.
I'll think about it for sure.
Anna will look to the High King and say, "You can divest my reward among my companions. I serve not for coin. I serve for the name and purpose of good."
You see the king kind of look at the Thane, and he like smiles really big, like he's very clearly proud. And she goes, "Nephew, you do know how to choose them, don't you?" And he just goes, "Oh yes, I told you I knew what I was doing, Auntie. I'm not. I may be young, but I am well versed." And she just goes, "Paranoid. You are paranoid, is what you are. But I understand."
Paranoid ads.
Yes, I will. As if that is your wish. Remind me of your name again.
Anna Kushiel.
And she'll nod and go, "You may all call me while in the privacy of the Thane's estate, Alexis. My name is Alexis Bastion. I may be the High King, but I do have a name, and I would prefer people to use it."
Okay, King Alexis.
Thea just nods to herself like, yeah, see? She gets it, yeah.
Do any of you have any specific requests of me or of my court while traveling under my employ?
Not particularly.
Can I have access to your libraries?
There is a royal library in Last Bastion. If you make your way there, I will make sure you have a library card.
Lovely, thank you.
I would also love access to said library.
2 library cards, as you wish. Anyone else?
I almost choked on chili.
You're all right.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
She kind of looks at each of you and goes, "Anyone else?"
Soul shakes her head.
You already offer us protection from others, so I feel like we are good.
Yes, my nephew has not quite divulged why, but it's, he, or which one of you, but he did say that one of you required, political immunity?
Oh?
Exactly.
From what threat might I be, expected to defend, from? Because I can, as High King, essentially demand that whatever the threat is, leave whomever they are attacking alone, for fear of my, militant force defending you. You can see she is clearly not well informed about this, because the Thane did keep your secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem, because I don't think, because Adriana wouldn't want to spill the secret this discreetly?
Yeah.
Actually, can you tell me what the people are? Like who what the organization that we're hiding from is? Because I'll say it, and as like
It's
I'm the
the Pelletier family.
yes, I am on the run from the Pelletier family.
And she'll nod and go, I see. Well, were you the one that kidnapped their princess?
I plead the fifth.
She, like, nods and goes, I see. Well, they recently made demands of me, and I don't take well to demands.
We are birds of a feather.
Hold on, I need to look at what the stress things are again.
So, the
Are you
Pelletiers...
taking stress from me?
No, not from
I'm
you.
so sorry.
The
not from
Pelletiers,
you.
as a family, recently visited Last Bastion, and at a royal ball dedicated to my late wife, made a scene, speaking that their princess had been kidnapped by some rapscallion lizard. I assume that would be you.
Oh, so you got the blame. Great.
And that the princess's bodyguard helped. So
I don't know who this bodyguard is. I don't know.
I told the Pelletiers that if they did not exit my castle, they would lose their heads. So they're already on my
Excellent.
shit list.
Wonderful.
You don't go around demanding things of me at my fucking wife's funeral.
I think
They're
Soul
lucky
is,
they didn't die that day.
I think Soul's just awkwardly shifting besides Ina right now.
So
uh,
the queen is a girl boss, and I love her.
oh yeah.
But also, imagine being a noble and walking up to the highest noble of the nobility in your country and saying, hey, our daughter got kidnapped. Can you help us with that? And
Not-
she goes, fuck off.
No, essentially, walking into her wife's funeral and not
yeah,
asking,
no, that's bad.
demanding. Not asking, demanding.
I see.
These people
was
went
zoned
in
out
and
for
said-
part of that.
They went into the funeral of the High Queen, looked the High King in the face, and demanded that she send part of the army to
Okay, yeah, fuck
invade
those guys.
this city to get Soul back.
Okay, yeah, fuck those guys, actually.
Yeah, that's
These are
and
the-
and
this
the
is
king
kind of people we
essentially
read off.
and the king essentially went, if you don't leave right now, I will have you beheaded in front of the entire attendance.
I think Soul's really biting. Soul's really biting back an apology for her parents right now.
Yeah, no, that's
hard.
valid as fuck, actually. Please rescind my statement.
This is the type of people we read about in the Aita subreddit.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for crashing a funeral and demanding the
Yeah.
No, the other way
Lord
around.
raise an army?
Yeah, am
The
I
other way
am
around,
I the
yeah.
asshole for almost killing these people?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not the asshole. No, but here's
Yeah.
the thing. We would both make Am I the Asshole posts, and one of
Yeah.
them would definitely be the asshole.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and so the High King will just nod and go, now, I know it is a sensitive subject. Obviously, the Pelletiers were very adamant that their child be returned. Do we know where said princess is? Just for my own
Safe.
information?
Safe and sound.
Okay, do I need to dispatch armed guards? Do I need to
I feel like Ida just gets so annoyed by this like mortal like politics kind of situation that is happening, and she's like, she is right here. I'm in charge of taking care of her. We're under a law, but we are under contract. You don't need to worry.
So Ina's saying she's right here, as Soul has been like slowly inching closer to Ina this entire time.
The king just kind of looks at Soul and goes, "Oh, right. I haven't seen you since you were very small. I did not recognize you. My apologies. Your parents are assholes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No wonder you
yeah.
left. I am so sorry you had to deal with that."
Kidnapped.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
kidnapped.
Anyway, you are under my decree now that they are not allowed back in the Highlands, and you are not allowed to be assailed by their retrieval team, quote unquote, is what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
So should they assail you, send missive to me, and I will have the issue dealt with in an appropriately what is the word?
Murderous?
Yeah, I wasn't going to quite say that. I will launch an invasion of your home city and have it handled.
Liberated.
Yes.
Thought she was gonna say have it raised.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
what?
that's what she means. She just doesn't want to say that to the former princess of that country. But she
Fair,
will.
actually.
She will have it razed to the fucking ground. Because the Pelletiers have already pissed her off. This is a woman who, for all intents and purposes, has been a warrior king her entire life.
I feel like Shea says all these things. Ida's inwardly like, yeah, send missive. Mm-hmm. Ida probably would, if they ever do come across, she's like decking them. She's finishing them off on her own. Oh, sorry.
Fantastic.
Contract. I have to protect the princess at all costs.
Fantastic. And the king just goes, "But I would like you to travel north, if you wouldn't mind. Myself and my guard will protect Keranamos, and the Thane, my nephew, for as long as necessary until you return to the city. We will be potentially waging war here soon from this port anyway, so that's fine. One thing to note about Keranamos, this is the port city in which the armada of the king would leave to go and deal with the Pelletiers. The war they're talking about is potentially going to war with your family. And
I'm
she'll
sure
kind
that's
of
fine.
she'll kind of offer a scroll that is a writ of safe passage. Should you sign this, you are accepting my request. And she'll offer you the writ of safe passage and a quill.
Does one
I will
person
sign.
it, or do we all have to sign it?
Basically, you all have to sign it. You have to agree, essentially.
I sign.
Notably, the quill does not come with an ink pot, but when you go to sign, it does have ink in it.
Ooh. Also, Bell.
Yes.
Catalina would ask of the king to spare as many civilians and conscripts as possible if she does go to war and it becomes a bloody conflict.
Often, the conflicts that I have do not become bloody. They see my banner, and most are smart enough to lay their arms down.
That's the thing, most.
Those who do not will not be spared.
Well,
Those who do will. That is always how I have waged war.
Nice and simple.
Civilians are not harmed. Children are never harmed. Those who raise arms against me die. I have never gone into a conflict I cannot win, and I have never lost a battle.
I mostly meant people held hostage by the Pillager family.
Oh,
If
those,
there's any.
if there are any, Those holding the hostages will be dealt with the utmost prejudice, and the hostages will be treated with grace, as they always are. If anyone would like to roll knowledge history, you can actually recall the last time the High King went to war, because it's been a minute. Most people are not stupid enough.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I don't know history.
But Kathleen is mostly asking in case there is like soldiers/guards that have essentially no other option but to fight or see their families or loved ones harmed.
Yeah. So essentially, the last time anyone went to war with Last Bastion was a city known as Snowbend. The conflict was quite bloody, but essentially what happened was the King's men will fight to disarm and not murder immediately, and then once the circumstances have been those people don't have an option to harm the families, they are given a chance to repent of their actions and go on about their day. Those who don't and still choose to take up arms against the king die.
Mm-hmm. I see. Good to know.
She's brutal, efficient, and knows what she's doing.
Mm.
And often, when riding to war, rides on the back of a fucking griffin.
Hell yeah.
That's why her men bear the sign of the griffin on their tabards. But yeah, do the rest of you sign this writ of safe passage, which essentially outlines that you will be protected by any of the king's men that you should come across. Should you be assailed on the road, you will be offered help and safe lodging. Should you need any supplies, the king's garrisons will supply them. And essentially that you have full permission to act as the king's policing force for the Council of Ten. You have full authority to if someone is suspected of working with the Council of Ten, detain, interrogate, and potentially imprison those people.
I mean, yeah, I'll sign it. Yeah.
I was like,
Now-
it'd wait for Sol to sign it before she signs it, because it's like, well, now I have to sign it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Um,
with you, so that sucks for me.
Yeah, Vinny.
Also,
What's up?
Since this has been like pretty much back to back to back to back action,
Mm-hmm.
Katarina has been in her vigilante persona the whole time.
Okay.
Even now. But she will sign as herself, as Katarina, as her social persona.
Okay.
And sort of imply to the king that they're one and the same without actually saying it.
So one thing that likely Catalina knows.
That the king knows, or the thing told.
Well, no, not that the Thane told.
Mm.
The tabards that the king's men wear were contracted from you. You made the tabards they're wearing. She's worked
Okay.
with you before.
Then,
By
yeah.
proxy. Like, you recognized them by, like, hey, that's my handiwork. But she didn't
Yeah.
directly work with you. But she, like, gives you a wink, like, she knows.
Yeah, and yeah.
And she'll kind of nod and go, thank you all. I appreciate you for doing this. And you may leave the city as soon as you are ready. Make any preparations. There is a garrison being constructed from the old temple that you liberated. And we shall see what we are able to when you return.
Oh yeah, it's nice meeting you, Queen. Okay,
It was nice.
sorry.
That is okay. Many people get the distinction wrong. It was nice meeting you
I
as
had it
well.
Right in my brain. Just didn't say
and she'll kind of give all of you a bow, and then the Kingsmen, who kind of were outside, will kind of come in and gesture you out.
Yep.
The only one that is kind of called back is Enna, who the Thane will go,
Uh-huh.
Enna, may I speak with you for a moment before you leave?
Of course, my thing.
I do not like the circumstances in which you have to leave the city. However, I did receive a missive. And he'll kind of hand it to you, and you see it is marked with the mark of your sire.
Ooh. Okay, I will open that up.
Essentially, it says that the order of Lashes, the cult you belong to, has approved of the
Mhm.
rule of the Thane, and that the city is now under the protection of your order.
Complicated feelings about this, but we'll choose to interpret it as a net good for
Yeah,
the
it's a
moment.
net positive.
As a net positive
and
for
it
the
is
moment.
and it is not only sealed with your sire's seal, but it has her signature at the bottom, which she does not personally sign things. That's not how this usually works.
Yeah. Okay.
I do not know if this is a good sign or a bad sign, and I was wondering if I should ask. I was wondering, and figured I'd ask you.
It has the potential to be both. But for now, I would consider it a good.
Well, as long as you believe that it is a good, I will choose to believe so as well. I have not informed my aunt of this, or of your order. I figured that your privacy and protection were a little more important than completely informing her of my own networks.
I will not.
I appreciate your discretion on the matter of investigating the Queen's murder, and I also wish to give you this for the completion of the mission that I had given you. And he'll kind of hand over a small bag of 30 gold pieces to be handed out to the party, and he will hand you specifically a small like torque that bears his house seal on either side of the necklace.
I will wear that torque immediately.
Okay, so the torque is magical. It just grants you +1 to AC. And he goes, with my protection, you may leave.
And I will smile. Start heading out to the party. And we'll just think internally, how do I split 30 gold amongst 5 people?
Right? The one thing that you specifically will know, Enna, this torque is a magic item he's been working on for months. This is the first successful magic item he's ever made as a young mage. So he was apparently working on it for you.
Gotcha. Yes, and I give out 6 gold to each of my party members, and I do not take any of it.
Alrighty. Alright, so what do you folks do kind of getting ready to leave the city? Because you were instructed to head north.
Buy Thea like winter gear, because I know I bought winter gear. I assume it's gonna get colder.
Oh yeah.
Further north you go. Yeah.
Specifically in Honeywood, it resides in what is known as the Winter Woad.
So gear that is suitable enough to travel in the weather. I already bought that with my 3,000 money, but I am pretty sure our royal princess doesn't.
Yep.
I also did I
Look, I might have.
you might have it.
I will say, you were told you could get free shit at the King's Garrison.
Yes, yes. I am debating as a group if we should just get a cart with horses or should we all have an individual horse.
That is a great question.
But
think a
beyond
cart
that,
would be
I think
cheaper.
yeah, a cart would probably be cheaper. But we're getting if it's from the garrisons just
Yeah,
might
the
let us just
Could
here
the,
you go.
you might be able to ask for horses at the garrison. You do know
Are-
that the Kingsmen came down on griffins. Like a large part of their stable is just a full battalion of griffin mounts.
What about a griffin cart?
So would we? Yeah.
I mean,
that a thing?
you can go and ask. We'll kind of go with Ina, kind of going to the garrison. We'll start with you. And
Okay.
as you kind of approach the garrison, you see the stables have been set up. It's like a pop-up stable that they kind of carry around. It's this large, like pavilion tent, and inside is a stable boy kind of attending to these very massive birds, with like lion bodies. And there are some horses. They're war horses, very obviously meant for cavalry charges. But the other thing that you notice, much like the other mounts, all of these horses have wings.
Winged horse.
You're
Yeah, they
giving us
have-
Pegasus.
They have Pegasi. This is kind of the thing about the king and how she wages war. It's aerial supremacy.
Gotcha.
That's why most people cannot stand up to her, because it's death from above. And in the
Yes.
very back of this pop-up stable is a massive cage containing a white dragon.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Fucking
yeah, it's a young white dragon. It is chilling on a big-ass pile of gold. They seem to feed it fresh meat, and it cooperates with them. And the cage is not, like, closed. It's like a
Yeah,
kennel
yeah.
that you keep open. But you do see that there are horses available to be asked for.
I think Ida does the calculations of like how many horses do we need. It's like, well, does Lorelai and
Catalina.
Catalina need their
Oh,
own
I'm so
horse?
small.
I know. So I'm like, but would you guys want the ego of like, this is my horse, Pepper?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have ego like that. No. Not unless it's for like treasure.
Yeah.
Lorelai, did you go with Ina, is my question.
I mean, sure, especially if I get to see a dragon.
Yeah,
She's-
you get to
she
see
wants
this
to wave at the dragon.
massive fucking dragon.
She's gonna wave at the dragon.
The dragon will gently wave with its tail.
Yay!
Go back to eating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty
That's
much.
exactly what it's doing. The stable boy will kind of come up to you. He's wearing padded armor. He's got a dagger on his hip. He's got like a sling on his other hip, on his belt. And he'll kind of smile at you folks and go, hello, this area is off limits to anyone who doesn't work under the king.
Good thing we do.
I've never met
Yeah,
any of you before.
You have the writ of safe passage. You
Yeah.
can just
Yeah,
flash
you-
it.
No, I know. I feel like Lorelai just says that, and Nina's just gonna like, and then pull out the document.
And he'll kind of gently take it and go, oh, you are you're her wardens. And he'll like hand you the writ of safe passage back. Give me one moment. How many are in your party again?
That's 5 of us.
And you see him scamper off, and he comes back with horses. They're war horses. He goes, I was not allowed to give you Pegasi, unfortunately. I was thinking about it, but I did bring these. And he'll kind of kind of bring over these beautiful like Clydesdale horses, and then a pair of ponies, one for Catalina and one for Lorelei. These were given for you and your compatriots, as according to the horse master.
I mean, you'll have no complaints from me. I don't mind a pony.
Good.
I think he, yeah.
He'll
I think
kind
Ina
of.
just finds it amused.
They are issued with barding, so they have a little bit of armor to them. The one specifically brought to Ina is a horse with 6 legs comparatively to the others, and the barding is not that of the king; it is that of your grandfather.
Ah, of course.
We were instructed that our horses were not quite suitable for you. Very specifically, King Oberyn made it very clear that you were to ride one of his.
Grandfather does have an ego. Can't disappoint him.
He does. That is why he decided to show his own dragon off in the Colosseum today, when the king showed up with hers. And you see him just kind of sigh.
Dragons.
We don't own our dragon, much unlike King Oberyn. King Oberyn owns the name of the dragon that's fighting in the Colosseum today.
I meant like have as in like are in attendance, I suppose.
Yes, no, absolutely. Myself and my companion, he'll kind of gesture over to a young dwarven woman who is kind of slowly refilling the trough of the dragon, are technically her attendants.
See?
Lady Snowflame is a quite the powerful presence when amongst the kind of gesture to all of the griffins. They do not like her when they're all flying together. It is difficult to get them to not fight. You see, he's kind of tired and worn down from having to stop an entire battalion of griffins from tearing this dragon to shreds.
Your work is underappreciated and you should get a raise.
Have
you heard of the union?
Well, the stable keepers of Last Bastion are actually part of a union. We're part of the workers' union under the workers' treaty set up by the king when she took power.
That sounds pretty promising.
Yes,
Those wardens are.
The warden is a title. If you wanted to unionize, you could. I'm sure that the king would not oppose it. She's always been for unions in the past.
Pro union,
Cool.
you love her.
But anyway, yes, these are your horses, and they are for your personal use. Is there, if you need anything else, you may speak to the to Quartermaster Allura, in the garrison.
Finally, a monarch I actually enjoy. Cool.
We appreciate it. I think Ina would turn to Lorelei and be like, "Do you need winter gear
Oh,
by any chance?"
I mean, I can breathe fire. I think I'm probably okay. I'm not in any sort of hurry for any sort of anything in particular.
We'll get some just in case you change your mind halfway through the trip.
Cold-blooded creature going through icy terrain. Yeah.
Yep. Ina's thinking about a situation where it's like, all right, hold Lorelei in a blanket like baby, trudging through the snow.
Right. Just papoose
That
the
doesn't sound so
kobold.
bad.
But the kobold's gonna go sleepy time. It's nap time.
Nap time for Kobold.
Yeah, so Ina's just like, if we can just get like a cape or something, a nice
Um,
wool cape.
As I said, you can get whatever you need from the quartermaster, and he'll kind of you see as he says this, one of the like griffins kick up on their hind legs, and he goes, "No, you get down from there!" And he like grabs a net and just starts throwing it over the griffin.
Jesus Christ.
If you guys will excuse me, and you see him like put this griffin in a headlock.
Yeah. He got this, I believe.
Yeah, Ida thought about helping, but is amused by this kind of tactic to calm down a griffin. I was like, nope, he's got this.
Yeah, he's
if he
very
doesn't,
clearly
he'll
been
learn.
doing this. He's very clearly been doing this a while, and he like wrestles this
Yeah.
massive creature to the ground. As he like gets up, he like dusts off his arms. For a small boy, he is rather buff.
Mhm.
And you know, as you guys kind of exit, you see that along kind of this long alley of where the stable is set up, there's like another large pop-up tent where the king's men are kind of going in and out, and they've got plates of food. You see another one that is kind of the building in which the you guys had cleared the hobgoblins out of, and then got the sword, the magic sword from Ina's cousin. That is where kind of soldiers are beginning to set up and like get, build their garrison. So you guys can go in there and get whatever supplies you might need.
Yeah. I think Ina's just mostly in the shopping, or in the mood of like, okay, we need to get everything that is equatable for a long journey.
Okay, you write me down a list, and I will tell you
yeah.
whether or not they can give it to you.
Yeah.
Would anyone else like to have any more scenes inside the city before we begin travel?
I would also say I would like to figure out what the fuck my dagger is
Okay.
that grandma gave me for fucking over my cousin and giving the kobold his dagger.
That dagger. Okay.
Or his sword.
Okay, so I was trying to remember what
Yeah,
fucking
you just
dagger
told me
you were talking
it
about.
might be magical. It's yep,
so
that's what I wrote on my
if
character
you would
sheet.
like to have that, that appraised, you can go
Yes.
to one of the local magic shops. There are a few in the upper quarter where you kind of spend a lot of your time. The one notable one is run by a mage, a tabaxi mage named Garfield.
Okay,
Yeah.
the deal's warlock.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, no, he
Warlock?
really is. I just have to get the voice down. Hello! I'm Garfield, the Deals Warlock.
Love Garfield, the deal's warlock.
Didn't Soul also get a cryptid magic dagger?
Yeah, I was gonna tag along. I think I
Yeah,
also have
yeah.
one. That also needs
Both
to
of
be
you,
identified.
both of you get to come along and remind me, where did you get yours, Soul? Do you remember?
Mine was sent to me as what would have been a wedding gift.
Ah, yes, that's right. I know exactly what that one does.
Well, I'm so glad somebody does around here.
I know exactly.
He
what
looks
that
at
one
my
does.
how to figure out magic. I'm like, nope, Ina's not gonna do that. She's just gonna go find someone who can do it for her.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, Garfield is probably the cheapest one. If you would like to have a scene speaking with Garfield, the Deals Warlock.
I'd love to speak with Garfield, the deal's warlock.
The only other interdimensional traveler to beat Trog in a fist fight.
Listen, it's a nice relief from, hey, missing princess. Where is she?
Yeah, exactly.
That whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys kind of enter this magic shop. It's very, you see this tabaxi in like long blue robes, and he's kind of curating a shop. He hangs this very large, very ornate sword above the mantle, and he's got this axe that he kind of looks over very fondly. And he sets in a glass case, and it says "Not for sale, for display purposes only." And just under it, it reads "Rail Splitter."
Love rail splitter.
And so yeah, you kind of are able to enter this establishment, and this and he kind of looks at all of you guys and goes, "Hello, how may I help you?"
Let Nina take the charge. She's got.
Great.
It's fine.
Yeah, Ida is a little bit amused by everything that's happening, and this Tabaxi who's talking to them, and goes, yes, we have 2 items that we would like to be appraised to figure out their hidden qualities to them.
And he'll kind of nod and hold his hands out, and he goes, "If you wouldn't mind, let me see them."
We'll hand hers over.
Yeah, I'll hand mine over.
And he'll just gently put them on the table, and you see him pull out this little magnifying glass, and goes, if you want to just put the about 100 gold pieces in the little tip jar," and he'll gesture to a tip jar on the table. He goes, "I will get to work on this, and yeah, just peruse around the shop, and I'll tell you exactly what it does." And he
It's
begins
giving-
looking at them.
It's giving. Hey, this is gonna ask you a couple questions.
Yeah,
I mean-
exactly.
I mean, I'll do it. I think
You want to do it?
without
Okay.
a participation. Yeah. Take 100 gold pieces out of my pocket.
Okay, so he kind of looks over Ina's first, and will kind of go, "Oh, okay. This is a dagger of Misty Step. Essentially, it allows you to cast the spell Misty Step a number of times per day, equal to your ability. Basically equal to your character level. You can cast Misty Step that many times per day. And other than that, it's just a standard enchanted silver dagger." And he'll hand it back over. And then he'll look at Souls and kind of and go and like with the magnifying glass and go, "Oh, and this one will return to your hand if you throw it at somebody." So it is a silver +1 silver dagger of returning.
Returning dagger. Perfect.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Make a mental note to thank him for the dagger. Make it a plus. Shit. It's melee plus. Is it plus strength or plus dex?
Dex. It is a dex weapon. Daggers are dex
Okay.
weapons.
Shit, yeah.
Question. Do we still want to get a cart? Is a cart a good idea?
I mean, a cart with 5 horses would be
Or at least
incredibly
2.
fast.
Or at least like 2 horses that are being... Definitely not the ponies, but either the 6-legged horse or the 2 normal horses.
Yeah.
And then I imagine everyone is like around it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if we're thinking about getting a lot of stuff, because I was looking at what collapsible bathtub. Who wants to take a bath? I'm like, Ina can't carry all this shit.
Like, is there like a list of stuff in his shop specifically? that you have?
I do not have the list right this second, but he has essentially basic enchanted items, things of that nature, bags of holding, enchanted enchanted bars of soap that never go bad, stuff like that.
I didn't know soap went bad.
Yeah, in like a very very long time ago, soap could go bad.
Well, it's made of like fat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Yeah. I think I'm good just to like wait in the room until we leave as like I'm just gonna lay down and stare at the ceiling and think about shit for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Ina would buy anything else. Perchance, she just wanted to figure out, it's like, okay, why was she being so cryptic with this dagger? But I'm not gonna ask her outright, because then she'll make fun of me.
Yeah, because she's one of the most tricksy fays on the planet.
Exactly.
So like, that's why she was being cryptic, just to fucking mess
Yeah.
with you.
Oh, actually, I think, can I have one of the people at the cafe pass along a message to him?
To the Duke?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I would just have them pass along a, hey, thanks for the dagger. I finally got it, looked at. Just a thank you.
Okay, and they will like you see her like the drow kind of writing down what you said, rolls it up, hands it to the falcon, and the falcon just fucking bolts.
Yeah. Being cooped up all day finally gets a chance to fucking.
Yeah, that's exactly how that creature is acting at that point. And so you get you're able to kind of rest in the inn if you would like. Soul. Anyone else before we head out? I know that Venny had to BRB. But does anybody else want to do anything in the city before we start
Hello.
rolling random encounter? Oh, welcome back.
Hi.
Yeah, would you like
Um,
to do anything in the city before you guys head out for travel?
What did I miss?
Essentially, you were contracted by the king. I don't know if you were there for that,
Mhm.
but you were contracted
I
by the
was.
king. The king said you can have a bunch of stuff you can have free stuff from the garrison if you would like. Ina and Lorelei went and got horses and a cart because you got. Yeah, I will say that if you wanted a cart, Ina, the garrison would have supplied one. It's a covered wagon.
Thank you.
And winter gear was another thing that was procured, and then magic items were identified.
Oh. Let me see see if what was. Okay. I don't know what was identified.
Oh wait, I forgot about another magic item we have. The stupid belt.
Belt?
The belt from the giant that had it.
Yeah, the belt.
Yes.
If you would like, you can get
None
it.
of us-
You can
Yes,
pay
I forgot.
Garfield to identify the belt.
Yeah. Yes, I would like to, because I completely forgot, because none of us passed the check for it. So we were like, it's a belt. It changed sizes on us.
Yeah, it did. It did change sizes on you. Who put the belt on? That is the question.
I think I picked it up, but none of us put it on.
Okay. So, when you kind of take the, would you like Venny to identify it, or would you like to pay Garfield to do so? Because I think Venny's
Would-
is free.
Yes, would Catalina let me know she can do it? Otherwise, I'm gonna pay a person to do it.
She probably mentioned it when we got the items. That she could.
But you can
she
probably
didn't-
do it, but not now, right?
Yeah, that she didn't have the spell prepared, but that she could later.
Comes back from Garfield, the Deals Warlock, realizes that Catalina could have just done this for free. Lost out on 100 gold.
Oh, it's not her money.
True.
Well, you lost
Uh,
out on how much the king could pay you. Or is that the king's actual funds?
I do believe that it was only Enna that didn't get paid by the king.
Ah.
Ina, in fact, took the money the king gave.
Yeah.
Because y'all were paid up front.
It
Oh,
was
sick,
100.
okay.
Because, but also, Ina knows how, all of her money went to procuring everything for her and Soul is just sitting on a throne of money.
I am
Mhm.
sitting on
So,
I can, yeah.
Like a fat
Just do the same
several
trip.
hundred.
Yeah, so, she's not that concerned about losing money, and she has her own, safety net.
Yeah,
But money
Uh,
is money.
Yeah, money is money. I do think I rolled a wisdom because she still doesn't trust you, so she would just have someone else do it for her.
Okay.
Mm.
So
I'll give you 100.
he'll kind of look over the belt and go, "Oh, this one's simple. I don't even really need to use my magnifying glass. This is a belt of ogre kind. It'll increase the strength you have naturally, and it will allow you to speak ogre.
Wow. I love Garfield the wheels.
It would be
twirl.
hilarious if you put it on the kobold.
I know. Thinking about it very, very much. That's how much gold. Okay. 2025.
Damn, you're fucking loaded.
I've got 1,000 gold I'm sitting on. I've got 1,000
I
plus.
I
spent
had 20
less than
before we were
1,000.
paid.
I spent less than 1,000 of my 3,000 starting gold.
Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of money.
I have 222.28.
Think about all the stuff that I bought. I also bought for Thea. So I have extra things just in case Thea needs. It's like a tent. I have 2 tents already. One for me, one for Thea. I was just like, God.
I spent all of my money on my cute outfit.
So there is one thing I would like everybody to add to your inventory. Because DM, I'm having Enna go out and buy one of these for each person.
Okay.
I am buying everyone a heat stone.
Hell yeah.
Oh, those are awesome.
I think if you give it to Ida and Thea, just be like, oh, an extra, thank you.
This is what happens when we don't coordinate shopping plans.
This is true.
Listen,
I have typed up what the belt of ogre kind does in the roll 20. You guys can decide who
What's it?
gets it.
I'm
Look, I'm used
tempted
to
by
these
it
things.
because that'll set my strength score to 18, which is tempting.
But you're also dex based.
I'm a dex strength hybrid, but if you think you want a gung ho strength, I'm good for that too.
It would make my strength 11.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it would bump mine to 23.
Holy shit.
Is it out of option or hold on? I know what I meant to say. That's close to what I meant to say. Is it out of the question? There we go. For me to buy magic items before we leave Kuranos?
No, it is absolutely there are magic items absolutely available. Garfield Garfield, totally not the deals warlock, is his shop is open and sales are and ready to happen.
For sure.
Listen, if they have to be something better
okay.
than Garfield the Deals Warlock, I'll wait.
Drug.
True. I feel like they're similar in my eyes. I just hold the Garfield a little higher in recurring. I did have BRB while Celeste by Smith.
This is my loving tribute to one of my favorite other podcasts that isn't this one.
Yeah. Do you have the big fucked up the big fucky sword that he used?
You mean the
as
one
a
that
fucking
he?
figure?
You mean the one that he
Flaming,
hung up?
poisoning, stabbing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's-
the one that
yeah,
he
that
hung
one.
up over the mantelpiece. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would you like to buy, Sage?
So I'm still looking through options. Obviously, D20 PFSRD does not give prices, like specific prices for items.
Also, I will tell you a price. Like you tell me the item.
I
will
think
tell
it
you the
actually
price.
does if you run to equipment.
yes,
I'm sure you'll actually find it.
But
Mhm.
also the prices on the PFSRD will not match the ones that I give you.
That's fair.
Because I tend to aim to lowball magic items.
Okay. So, given the plot and
Mhm.
given what we know about the Council of 10,
Yes.
I was hoping, and I understand if this is out of my price range, I was hoping to pick up or have my armor enchanted to be deathless.
Remind me what that does.
The armor protects its wearer from harmful negative and positive energy, including channeled energy.
Mm,
The armor absorbs the first 10 points of positive or negative energy damage per attack that the wearer would normally take.
okay.
The wearer has a 25% chance to ignore negative levels from any attack. Deathless armor does not block healing and does not protect against positive or negative energy effects that do not deal damage or bestow negative levels.
Okay. So I would say to have your current armor enchanted, it would be around 3,000 gold pieces. He does, however, have a breastplate with the Deathless enchanted for 1,500.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me compare breastplate with a lamellar cuirass. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Breastplate is armor bonus +6, max dex bonus +3, armor check penalty -4. Eee. Versus the lamellar cuirass, which is +2 bonus, max dex +4, armor check penalty 0. Reduces my speed to 20 feet.
You can also haggle.
That's fair. Honestly, I'd like to try to
Or
haggle. No, because I'm tempted to haggle the enchantment down.
Yeah, absolutely. How would you? What do you? Please explain to me how you would like to approach this tabaxi and haggle him down.
Perchance would bestowing or like hold on, would like flashing the Praetorian symbol help me at all?
I was
in
about to say
this?
you are a Praetorian of the Thane and a
Yes.
Warden of the fucking King.
Yeah, I think that'll be my angle for negotiating the price down.
Okay, okay. So I want you to roleplay it out with me.
Okay.
Garfield is standing behind the counter, kind of polishing the glass over the all of his magic items. And he kind of turns around and is polishing the armor, and he looks at you and he goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hello. I was hoping to purchase some of your services. I have a suit of armor I would like enchanted to be deathless. I am on the
see.
mission for the High King.
Really? Well, I will say that agents of the High King, should you be able to prove that you are an agent of the King's, do get a 25% discount. And other nobility will give you another 10-ish discount, but yeah, that's only if you can prove your station.
Absolutely.
And just to
it-
remind you, you are
Yeah.
the High Praetorian, so you are
Yes.
the captain of the Thane's personal guard.
So I'm flashing my Praetorian emblem, and then I am.
You were given with the writ of safe passage, and when you guys went to the
Yes.
garrison, you were given these little griffin badges, essentially.
Oh, then that too.
And he'll kind of go, "Oh, so you're not only a warden, but you're the High Praetorian. So
I am a very busy woman.
Here's what I'll do for you. I will give you a discount, knocking that 3,000 gold piece down to 1,500, but only if you turn the other way if I happen to have a specific substance brought into the city."
I will. I will
I
squint a little bit.
I am of the opinion that the ban on all of essentially, I really want to make primordial swords, but the Thane isn't a fan of things that spontaneously combust. I don't understand why, but fiery swords are cool. You let me make fire swords, and I'll give you a 50% discount.
Throw in the potion of cure moderate wounds. And I
Deal!
accept.
And he'll hold a hand out, and he's like, deal!
Perfect. All
And then
right,
he will give you the
so-
deathless enchantment on your armor.
Fantastic. And I will add one more potion of cure moderate wounds. And I will let you know. So I didn't take a lot of starting equipment for Enna because she lives here and has access to a lot of the stuff that she needs to take.
Yes.
The new stuff I have purchased. One heat stone for everybody, which were 20 gold pieces apiece. A cold weather outfit.
Mhm.
A signal horn. A backpack. A 50-foot length of hempen rope.
Okay.
A net for protecting our belongings while we're camping.
Okay.
A medium tent. And a bedroll.
You can get all of that for free at the garrison.
Okay, perfect. Then that means I have more money. Okay, I
you
have
get
like
all that
I
for
have
free at the
about
garrison.
100 more gold.
You wanna. Well, we're gonna have an extra bed tent. We're gonna have an extra tent, and then now we have 3 signal horns.
Hey, that's perfect. The more the merrier.
Hell
So
yeah.
I am now officially at medium load. I was at light load before.
Hell yeah. Alright. Dope. Okay, so as you all are, getting ready to leave the city, what is the marching order on your horses, and who's driving the cart?
I'm behind wherever Ina is.
I feel like if it's a cart that is, we don't want the cart to be drawn by the ponies.
Okay.
So it would have to be
Oh, why not?
Enna's and Thea's if it's like a 2.
You
Section
so essentially it's standard covered wagon Oregon Trail style. So you can kind of have it pulled by one. Honestly, which you can name your horse, but the Fey horse is able to pull the weight of 2 horses.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does my fucked up horse count for 2?
Yeah, your fucked up horse counts for 2.
Great. This is my worst timeline.
You have a beefy ass fucking horse.
Yes.
That reminds
I
me,
forgot. You
one
have
more
3
thing.
Horses, right?
A cold weather outfit for my horse. Because
Okay,
there's an animal companion
yeah,
version of the cold
they
weather outfit.
they have cold weather barding. All of
Okay,
these
then
horses
never
came
mind.
from the highlands.
Then disregard that statement.
Yeah, they're all already equipped with barding and cold weather gear and all that.
Fantastic.
They're the king's horses. So, and I will say, because it did kind of slip my mind, Abby, about the you and horses thing. Yours is a 6-legged elk.
Okay. No, I
Just
just
give you
I like to joke about it, and I'm just like, yes, my worst timeline. Horses, but 6 legs.
Yep.
Creepy little
If-
caterpillar motherfucker.
But yeah, you have a 6-legged elk. But yeah, so these creatures are barded. They're ready to go for cold weather. But yeah, your horse could be, or your elk could probably pull this cart twice as fast as any horse here.
Okay.
Belle, real quick.
Yes.
I apparently missed when we were leaving, but I was going to ask if I could buy a scroll.
What kind of scroll? You could have absolutely gone with the group to Garfield's place because he
Yeah.
does sell scrolls.
She would really only want Crafter's Fortune.
Okay. Send me the spell. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Where's Fortune? let's grab this one because I prefer this site for spells specifically. And sending it to you. Message. There we go. It's a first level spell for alchemists and sorcerers and wizards.
Alrighty. Let me throw that on my browser really quick so I can see. Okay. He'd kind of look at you and go, "Oh yeah, no, I definitely have that." And he'll kind of go underneath this little scroll table, and he kind of pulls it out, and he goes, "This in a complimentary scroll case." And he'll kind of tuck it into this little leather case that he closes, and he'll hand it to you. And he goes, "That'll be 30 gold pieces, please."
Fine. That sounds reasonable. And she hands him the 30 gold.
He'll take it and kind of put it in his little tip jar, and then he will hand anyone who shopped with Garfield today will get a small clipboard with a survey that asks how your service was.
Okay, yeah. Sick. Pretty good. Pretty solid.
Vita lets Theos fills her out.
Yeah.
So there you go, Thea. You fill mine out too. I will be mean if I don't. If I fill it out.
I give him a glowing review.
Fantastic.
Of them.
Fantastic.
Some
Okay.
kind of bitter review.
So, what is the marching order kind of leaving the city and heading north? And are you going through using the main roads, which will end up going through Drake's Fall and the Twilight Shire, or are you going to cut through the Forest of Illusion and head directly to Honeywood?
The Forest of Illusion sounds super safe.
I would say through the main road, mainly to see what's going on the Twilight Shire. But that's Catalina herself wanting to go back just to check.
So check up on people in the Twilight Shire, yeah?
And I don't have any issues going to main road.
I'm down with that. I think my character has actually been in that area too.
You have been to Drake's Fall very specifically.
Hell yeah. Then yeah, let's do that because I think the Forest of Illusion might be the death of us.
No.
Any objections from Ina or Enna?
Nope.
Not
All right. So
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
would be in the dead center. Would make sense with the large cart.
yeah.
I don't know who would be in front and who's in the back though.
I'll be up front.
Wild pony up front.
Who's driving the cart?
Guess me.
I could.
Well, I was like, if it's my horse, wouldn't I be driving it or riding the horse?
I mean, it's up to you because so on a covered wagon, you do not have to
Yeah.
physically ride the horse. There's a bench on
Uh-huh.
the wagon where you can just sit and drive. So you could have
What are
chosen.
the skill checks per se?
There is a ride skill, which I believe I'm not sure if it's still in this one, but I think it is.
There
Yeah,
is.
ride.
No, we do have
Is,
ride.
Yeah,
Possibly handle animal if the animal gets freaked out.
That's the other thing is handle animal.
That's what I was gonna say. If me being on the elk will default to animal handling, I would do that because I have a negative in ride.
Yes, driving the cart is
But-
ride. Riding the elk is animal handling.
I
have a
can
+3 in
drive the cart, and then so there's just a spare horse.
Yeah, you can just use it as a pack mule.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
Unless you want Ina or Thea's and Enna's to be pulling the wagon.
That is also an
Then-
option, which will double the speed
Yeah,
of the wagon.
and
Yeah.
so that way Enna could use ride, and then I guess Ina would be up front with Lorelai.
Hell yeah.
Hi.
Sounds like a plan.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so for the first day of travel, you'll be going from Caranamos to Drake's Fall. It's a single night's travel. I need a D100 and a D12 for from pretty much everybody. Or let's do the D
All of us?
let's do the D100. Yeah, so D100 rolls are random encounter rolls. D12 is what is if you get a random encounter, what encounter you get. So I need we're gonna start kind of with the in order from on the stream. So we're gonna go. I need a D100 roll from Lorelei first.
I typed it in wrong. It's such one.
Oh. Okay.
Well, like,
Oh?
You did it.
The answer,
Oh.
the response
You win
is
the game.
oh. Also,
You win the
real
game.
quick before we start, I just want to check one thing.
Uh-huh.
The bag of holding can hold up to 50 pounds of material?
No.
No,
Depends
more than
on
that.
Here?
Much more.
Much
Yeah,
more.
depends on the tier.
Then I do not have a medium load. I have a light load because all my
Yeah.
stuff is in the bag of holding, which I forgot I have.
I have to now very quickly find one of my like generic road maps. 1 second.
Oh no.
Yeah,
This is what would happen in my game if you rolled a 1 or 100. You get Strahd. Like,
Yeah.
a 1 in 100 is just not good, or it could be really great.
Okay.
So it is
So-
always something.
Yeah, it is definitely something. You've definitely rolled a something.
Okay, real quick. I bought my equipment not wanting to go above a heavy load,
Uh-huh.
forgetting that I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
There
and
is
edit
one
that.
there is one other item I would like to get, which is a cooler chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
100%.
perfect.
You can 100% get
Put
that.
it on the cart.
I'm just gonna expand the road a smidge. So,
guys, I'm scared.
I'm gonna drag you folks over to the map, and you can drag your characters on. And I'm gonna
I
go ahead
know
and
this
bring us
map.
over. Yeah. Like I said,
Are
Where are we coming
we
in from?
are we entering from the
from the north. You're entering, or
Okay,
you're entering from the
entering-
south, rather.
entering
You're
from the
entering
south?
down here.
Okay.
You guys are coming in from down here.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Where'd you put me though? Why'd you make me big?
I didn't mean to. Okay.
You rapscallion, making me big.
Who's this?
Wait, what?
That's a good question.
Mysterious figure, familiar or animal companion.
This is the familiar animal companion is the cart.
Oh.
This is the cart.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are traveling the King's Road. A long and arduous journey for the first day, and as you begin to travel, I need each of you to make perception checks, please.
Yay! Perception. No bonuses or penalties, right?
No penalties or bonuses, no. Okay.
What do you want?
Looking over your checks, each of you are beginning to feel rumblings in the ground.
1, fuck you. 2, please continue.
Your horses are slowly beginning to spook. Something is very quite obviously wrong. I need everybody to do me a favor and roll me animal handling checks. Except for Inna, or who needs to roll ride.
Okay, handle
Okay.
animal.
So,
I just want to take 10. Damn.
do you just want me to use what I rolled on the d20 or roll a new check?
Roll. You can either roll a new check or take 10.
I'll take 10. That brings me to an 18.
Okay. So, let me see what everybody rolled. Whoop, that
Not
I didn't
good.
mean for that to happen. That's not what I meant. That's Okay. So, Soul, you straight up fall off your fucking horse. Everybody else is kind of able to calm theirs down. Soul's, not only does Soul fall off her horse bolts into the fucking woods.
Question
Yes.
though. Soul's horse is also attached to the cart,
Okay.
right?
S-
That's what we were discussing. The two regular horses would be attached to the cart.
Okay.
But like, this is
That's up to you. We could change it now.
Yeah, that's up to you guys.
So
Would you like Soul's horse to be attached to the cart and both of you be kind of riding your horses on the cart, like attached to it? Because then the ride check would also affect
yes.
your.
If the ride check affects it, that brings us to an average of 13 rounded up.
Okay. Then yeah, you guys are able to retain your horses, just as you guys see the ground split in front of you. Let me find this creature's fucking token, because I have one here somewhere.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We're in
As
trouble.
you guys are kind of riding, first day, first little bit of travel, kind of getting your bearings, your horses begin to spook as you're rolling through down the King's Road, and strange rumblings underneath the earth begin to crack open as a giant worm bursts out from underneath the ground.
Oh, worm?
Oh, worm.
the fuck?
Oh,
Is it someone's girlfriend?
Where?
Would we
Would you
still
still
love
love
you
me
as a
if I was a
worm?
worm?
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
we would. We love you, worm.
So here is my question to each of you. Are you, so this worm has split the ground open in front of you. It is blocking your path, and it is a quite large creature. Do you turn back and try to avoid it, or are you going to engage in combat with this worm?
Can any of us try and see how dangerous the worm seems to be?
For clarification, it is a 30-foot long, 20-foot wide worm with a
Okay.
massive gaping maw of sharp teeth.
Yeah,
It's an
no,
Alaskan
let's leave.
bullworm.
Let's leave.
Yeah, I second that motion. Let's try to avoid it.
I'm good to backtrack.
Go for it. The cart's got to go first. That's the main priority, is getting the cart away from the worm. as quick
So
as possible.
so here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I need some checks really quickly. You can use whatever. This is a skill. This is a skill challenge. You tell
Okay.
me what skill you would like to use and why you think it would be applicable in this particular instance.
I would like
We're
to
gonna-
use stealth because yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
Okay. I'm gonna call on each of you, and
Sorry.
that's okay. And you can tell me, but Lorelai, if you'd like to use stealth, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Cool. That's a 17.
Okay. So Lorelai is able to slip into the forest unseen with
Okay.
her pony.
I have a very strange idea.
Okay.
So, this is an actual fact I know about worms, which I'm going to weaponize against you. This
Okay.
will be an intimidate check. My plan is taking the signal horn and blowing it as loudly as I possibly can at the worm. Worms have two types of auditory sensory neurons that are
Yep.
connected to the worm's skin,
Okay.
which vibrates their skin, which can irritate them. So, like, worms can be very sensitive to sound.
Okay. Roll me an intimidation check at advantage.
Okay, perfect. Da-da-da-da. My first roll's a 25. My second's an 11.
So you guys see, very quickly thinking, Enna pulls out her signal horn and blows in it as hard as she can, and you hear a loud, heinous screech come from this massive creature as it dives down. I need a reflex saving throw from Ina. Ina, you are able to move the cart and yourself away as this worm burrows under the ground and is now no longer an obstruction in your path.
Oh. Let's go while we have a window. And I hop back onto the cart and I fucking yaw the horses. We are going.
This is quick thinking, Nina. Good job.
Oh,
Thank you much.
Card question.
Uh-huh.
So it's me. So whose horse is on the cart?
You and Enna's are attached to the
Okay.
cart. So I don't know if that means you're sitting next to Enna on the front little pedestal, you're on your horse, or you're just chilling in the back cart.
That is up to y'all entirely.
I think Soul is being spoiled in the back.
Okay. But yeah, you guys have the chance now to fucking book it and get out of here safely without having to fight a giant worm. So we're gonna go ahead and put y'all back on the road map. And I need the next D100 from you folks. Jester, it is your turn to roll a D100.
I won't fuck it up, I promise.
Okay, 61's not
61.
bad. You don't really get a random encounter. You're able to kind of get through this your travel check rather easily, and kind of things are smooth sailing. Up next, I need a random encounter check from Poppy.
Yay. 19.
Okay, 19. So let me go ahead and get y'all back over on the map. We're gonna use the same map because fuck it, I don't have anything else prepared.
Yeah.
And I need you to roll me a d12, please.
Okay. Four.
4. Okay, so now I know what on my random encounter check you guys get. Okay, so you guys are, it's a little later in the day. The sun's slowly beginning to set. And as you are kind of coming through, you run afoul of an ogre. The ogre in the center of the road also has a pair of polar bears that are, because you guys are in kind of starting into the autumn woad, and this guy seems to have come south from the winter woad. He's got 2 polar bears with him, and he is standing as an obstruction in the road to the 5 of you, and he'll kind of look at you, large axe over his shoulder, and go, "Who travels my road?"
Is he speaking in, like, common, or is he
speaking in common.
ogre?
He is speaking in common.
Okay.
He has realized that kind of speaking ogre has not gotten him anywhere yet. So he's speaking in common.
I'm reading that as back of the cart. Not
Back of the
cart.
cart. I'll fix it.
Got it.
Just a
I
couple
don't wanna-
of friendly
Yeah.
travelers.
Well, friendly or not, I'm gonna need you to pay the toll to get past here.
Who do you work for?
This is my road. I work for me.
This
Is
not
there
the
any
king.
other road here?
No, that's why I set up here. Me and my bears. These are big boys. I gotta feed them a lot of food. Need a lot of money to get a lot of food.
You've got to extort a lot of travelers to get a lot of food.
Exactly. You know this school.
So is it rations you need?
Hmm?
Is it rations you need?
No, I'm gonna be wanting your gold.
Can't eat gold.
No, but you can pay for food, for good food with gold. Rations, dry
Where at?
foods, gross.
Where do you buy your produce?
Well, there are many people who take gold that for food on their farms up north and near the Shire. Little uns like to trade with us big uns.
And they don't mind that you're here working like you do.
They don't know that where the gold comes from. They just take it as it is.
So they don't hear from travelers going to the Shire?
Oftentimes, travelers don't quite make it past me.
Oh, so you've been killing people.
Gotta do what you gotta do. If somebody doesn't want to pay the toll, and they don't make it past old Thunk.
I think Lorelai's gonna look back at her group like this would save other people a lot of trouble if we handled this.
Yes, I agree.
By the way, these rolls are each like a day of travel or something.
Yeah, this is the 8 hours it takes to get from
Gotcha.
from Karanomos to Drake's Fall.
So each
Gotcha.
roll is like an hour?
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Uh,
That'll save my second level spell slot, thank you very much.
I mean, poke my little head out. I mean, do we know how much they...
No,
Like-
we're not. No.
Okay. Okay.
Now that one speaks my language. Give me 10 gold pieces, and your whole group can go.
Oh, only 10 gold?
10 gold is not a lot for you. That is more than your average commoner makes in a fair month's wage.
It's more than your average
Oh.
commoner makes in a fair year's wage.
Yeah, exactly. 10 gold is a pittance for us, but not for the common man.
That said,
Yeah.
I should also like reiterate, this troll here has been killing poor people.
Not poor people,
I mean-
mostly rich folk.
People who couldn't afford I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I
Can
did.
I-
So listen, I'll reiterate myself. People who would not pay the toll, not people who could not, would not pay the toll.
Is there...
I don't come out if that I think that you're poor. You lot don't look poor.
No, question.
I was pretty poor.
Yes.
Is this not the
Venny.
King's Road?
I don't know no king. I ain't seen no king. No king ain't come to stop me.
Yet here we
Maybe
are,
Why?
traveling in the King's name.
I raise my hand.
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna get looked. I mean, more so than I already got from. Oh, only 10.
Yeah.
Is there an amount that would have you set, or not have to do this?
He kind of looks you over and goes, "That just proved my point about you folks
You
not
gonna
looking
answer the
poor."
question?
Yeah, around 3,000-4,000 gold pieces, and I should be set for life.
Like, I don't have that much on me.
Yeah, no, we
So
don't.
It's in the cart.
Okay. All right.
So, where my point of contention is.
So let me just set up this dude's HP,
Okay, yeah.
because I have
I
a
am
feeling this is
Sorry.
about to become combat.
No, or Ina was
Nah.
planning to say something if it got worse.
Okay. So, Enna will move up to about here-ish.
Okay.
Where my point of contention is you said you needed the gold to feed your animals. I
What's that?
offered you rations.
You
did
think
not
these
want to
polar bears?
accept the rations.
You think these polar bears gonna eat your trail rations?
You don't know how many I'm packing. You did not bother to ask.
May I cut in?
Yeah, no, go ahead. I do have a point, but if you feel like
Yeah,
you cut in.
I think Ida would. Okay. Clarification. Are you guys okay with me having the ogre belt?
Yeah.
Because if so, then I'm going to speak in
Mhm.
ogre.
Go
But
for it. Go for it.
Go for
Okay.
it.
So I think Ida would swap into ogre and be like, if you would like your polar bears to live, I suggest backing off and letting us go.
Roll intimidation.
Oh.
No, he has not seen a
What?
single person that can speak ogre.
Fuck him up. Let's go.
Okay, I will
Oh,
roll a
okay,
morale
cool.
roll for him. He is shaken by this comment, but he will kind of bring his axe down from his shoulder into both hands and go, "And what are you gonna do about it, little lady?" In ogre,
Ooh,
back
I'm
to
gonna
you.
go up to my friend's side over there. I'm gonna be able to control my character in just a second, but I'm gonna be joining up front.
You should be able to control your character now.
Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna
Ah,
give
okay.
me a second.
Yeah, you just
I'm
got to
on
scoot
another
out.
tab.
Yeah.
I would kindly
Absolutely
like
nothing.
to hold an action
Okay.
to
What is your held
enter my
action?
blood rage.
Okay.
As soon as I see
Where'd the card
the
go?
switch from like hostile banter to active combat, I'm blood raging then and there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I would also like to hold an action to cast Grease.
You.
Gotta say, I
So
love the
I
description
think
of hostile banter.
I think Ina just starts the combat
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
even a. It's not even a.
because
Done. Okay.
it's Misty step behind him and then stab him with the trident and
Omewa
then
Shinderu.
engage the
Oh no!
and then
Teleports
engage the
behind you.
fairy's
Mhm.
gift thing just
Okay.
to scare him as she stabs him.
Okay. Let me get the polar bears.
Yes.
The polar bears HP up on the thing.
She did not like the comment, little lady.
Yeah.
I had a series, because I imagine this is just all in one motion, so she can't do everything that she wants.
Yeah. This would be one action you can do. So I will say that you can Misty Step when he says "little lady," and that won't count as the action. But you can attack, and then your gift is passive. So, like,
Yes.
it just happens when you become hostile.
Okay. Where's this 2d10 from? I think that's my smite, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it? Oh
think
no,
so.
it was holy, if not holy fire, holy water that I had on my
Yes.
trident. But yeah, I would use my hero points.
Yep, you
Yeah.
can, and I'll put you right behind him, and I'm going to change the battle music
Okay.
to different battle music quickly. Okay, so you attack with Sun's Promise, getting a heavy hit into his side as combat begins. Roll fucking initiative, everybody.
Yay!
Yeah, and then he has to make.
I already did.
Wisdom?
He's scared.
Okay. Okay.
He's
The
scared.
all three, not just him and the bears are all scared of you. Even though the bears are not seemingly actively hostile, they're literally just his pets.
Yeah. The bears will be spared, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't
Alright,
attack
I'll do
you.
my best. I'll do my
Yeah,
very
yeah,
best to spare them. But I was gonna use an AoE.
If it happens, it happens. Ida will not hate you for this, but she wouldn't actively attack the bears.
Yeah.
big threat first, and then if they still attack after the big threat's down, then it's like,
Yeah, if
okay,
you kill the
your
ogre
leader
before
is
the
down.
bears are gonna either run
Yeah.
or you can animal handle to recruit them.
Yeah. You could also 5-step forward and try the cone.
And then
Is this fellow wearing metal armor?
no, he's wearing hide. What seems to be polar bear hide.
Do you want to know what a rogue's favorite armor is?
Hide.
That's exactly right. How dare you steal my rogue?
Eno, what did you roll for initiative?
13.
Alrighty. 1 second. I just gotta make sure that I'm looping my fucking battle music because I don't like ads. Anna, what did you roll?
A humble 5.
Soul, what did you roll?
12.
Lorelai.
I forgot to roll, so 11.
Catalina.
22.
Okay, the Bears rolled a 6, and Thunk rolled a 20. Alright, so, Catalina, you are up first.
Before that, question. Do our held actions trigger, or were they never even held? because
Your
it
held
wasn't-
actions can go off right now.
Okay, so
And
That
then
would be
they don't
at-
count toward your turn.
then I believe it's me and Enna who have held actions.
Yep,
right?
so Anna blood rages, and you... What were you doing?
She's angry.
Casting grease under the ogre.
Okay.
I need a. What was it again?
I think it's,
DC
reflex?
10 acrobatics check.
DC
No,
15.
just that the text says a creature can walk within or through the area at the normal speed with a DC 10.
Yeah, because up here it
Yeah.
says DC 15 for you.
Yeah. Then yeah, I think it would. Yeah, no, it would be a reflex save DC 15 to
Okay.
avoid falling.
That's for the ogre, and the 2 bears.
It's just a 10-foot square,
Oh,
so
then yeah,
just,
the ogre, and the ogre is on his ass. Natural fucking 1 on that reflex save.
Yay!
All right, it is your turn,
Okay.
and he is prone.
Now, because he's prone, I get a -2 ranged attacks.
Yes.
Which I don't mind. We have a lot of sword power, not firepower, sword power.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start throwing things, well, my mystic bolts at it, trying not to ignite the grease because I don't want to harm the bears,
Okay.
nor my allies.
Well, if it's only a
So-
10-foot square, it's only gonna hit him if it's ignited,
Okay.
and
But
it'll
yeah.
do an extra I think it's 3d10 damage.
Okay. Okay, so first 2 attacks. I believe it's a -2. Because
yeah.
it's prone. Because
Yep.
it's prone. Okay. Damage modifier nothing. 17 and 23.
17 will miss, 23 will hit.
Okay.
Are you trying to you said you didn't want to ignite?
No.
Okay.
Ugh.
Minus 3. Yeah, you're not gonna hit anything but the first one. And mhm.
Okay. Can I make the first Mystic Bolts my what's its name again?
Iterative?
My piercing bolt.
Yes, you can.
Then would a 17 hit touch AC?
Yes, it would. So
Okay,
another
then
extra 5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. It is his turn now, and he is going to attempt to stand up. As he does that, that triggers an attack of opportunity for Ina.
Yay. Hold on. Ah. Ah.
What?
That
Yeah, 23 hits. You stab him once again with your trident, as he stands up, and then he's going. That's his first half action. He's going to attack you with his axe, twice. Do a 23 or a 20 hit your AC?
23 does, 20 does not.
Okay. So he's gonna hit you for 2d12 damage. You take 15 points of slashing damage from the heavy hit with the axe, and that will be his turn. After him is Soul. No, Ina. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
I
Soul.
think it's my turn.
Yeah, Ina and then Soul.
I think she just smiles very grimly and then goes, "What's wrong? Scared of a little lady?" And then stab him 3 times.
Okay. Really pissed
Um,
about that comment.
31. Subtract 2. So that's 27. 25.
Yeah, all of those hit.
28 plus. I can't do math.
I'm just gonna do
28.
individually.
43 damage.
Okay.
That's Ina's turn. She's having fun
He is
decking
doing
him.
very poorly at this point. He is getting the shit beat out of him. Now it is Soul's turn.
Damn. Hi, buddy. It's me from the back. Wow. Sure are getting beat up over there. Sure would be a shame. Alright. Sick. I got a short bow.
Uh-huh.
I got
And a
short
magical
bow.
throwing dagger.
Oh, shit. You're so right. Okay.
Your magical throwing
question.
dagger has a 50-foot range, by the way.
Okay. I have a question. Do I add ability scores to my damage?
No.
For thrown weapons, you add strength.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was no, but yes. Apparently.
Yeah, thrown weapons use dexterity for attack rolls and strength for damage. Ranged weapons use dexterity for attack rolls, nothing for damage, and melee uses strength for both.
Thank you. I
Oh.
appreciate that.
Oh, okay.
I will
Yeah,
say
finesse
that
ability
finesse
are the
weapons. I will say
Yeah.
that finesse being
Feat
that
that
it
lets
is-
you.
Yeah, I will say that finesse being that I have mitigated that you can just use dex for weapons that would be finesse weapons. To add dex to your damage roll for those weapons, you need the finesse feat.
Oh, so not even the agile enchantment?
No.
Okay, that's
uh,
very good to know.
Okay. He's like 40 feet away. Alright.
Yeah, you can yeet your dagger at him and
I will use this.
okay. Sacred weapon on your dagger.
As a swift action.
Yep.
And it gets an additional +1.
So that's a half action.
Yeah. That's +2, and remind me to take that extra 1 off. Done. Shit, I really should just make a fucking sacred dagger of returning thing so I don't have to do this.
You should,
Macro?
yes.
Or an attack.
Yeah, I will do that later though. So did that not load? Hello?
Yeah, 25 hits, 16 does not.
That's fine.
So you deal 2 points of piercing damage.
It should
Rem-
be 3 points.
Okay.
Forgot to add
Yeah,
the extra
3
one.
points of piercing damage from your throwing axe, or from your throwing dagger. And then you have a half action if you would like to use it.
Yeah. Then I will. Look at my spells. Cantrips. Okay, they say how long they take. It's not like basically it's a cantrip.
Yep, cantrips
Oh.
are half actions. Um,
Oh, are they?
yes, cantrips. All
Okay.
cantrips are half actions.
Okay.
Jester, really quick. Did you add the extra damage from your sacred weapon? Oh no, the damage is 1d6, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're good. Touch. I don't know if there's anything I can do right now. I've had so much time. I could have just looked at my stuff before this.
Granted, it was a very role.
That's
It has
it.
been a very roleplay heavy session, so combat wasn't really expected.
Alright, it's good. I'm good.
All right. After Soul is. Let me check the Discord real quick. Lorelai.
Lovely. Okay, instead of doing the AoE that I was thinking about doing before, I'm going to be kind to these bears and going to step forward and tase the ever-loving shit out of this ogre.
All right, go right ahead.
Melee touch attack. Let's see. Hiya. 19 versus touch.
19 just barely hits.
Versus touch?
Oh no! If it's touch, then yeah, it hits.
Because it's a touch attack, right?
Yeah, I did not see that it's a touch attack. My bad.
It's all good. I repeated it.
But yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Hiya. 14 electrical damage.
Holy shit! Yeah, so you guys see this tiny little kobold after you guys have been beating on the on this ogre. He's like on the verge of death. This kobold just comes up and like places a hand on this guy's leg, and then just shocks the ever loving shit out of this ogre.
You see like a cartoony ogre skeleton for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Wait, minutes?
Yes, yeah.
and he just kind of falls to the ground dead. As Lorelai becomes Taser Me Elmo.
Careful with the
Oh,
grease
yeah.
not to ignite it.
I mean,
I
at
mean,
that
I
point,
could've
you're
ignited it.
just cremating the body.
I almost used my fire breath, but I didn't.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the bears are terrified and are going to attempt to flee. Do you allow them to?
Yep.
The temptation to have bears.
You can try and roll a animal handling check and calm them.
I feel like I'd make him a disadvantage because I'm the one who scared them.
Yeah, well, I'm saying anybody can. Anybody in
Yeah.
the party can, because you're no longer in in initiative. You are currently like able to like chill and begin to potentially recruit these bears as you have defeated this ogre and saved plenty of people from his machinations.
Mm-hmm. I know. I want to try because I have a plus 13.
Okay, yeah, you can.
You got this.
I
Anyone
know.
may, whoever would like to recruit these bears, may recruit bears.
I
Yeah.
use my attempt to help Ina.
Yeah, you can use your hero point to help Inna, making it a
Oh.
non-disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a 17.
Uh,
I keep rolling low on those.
you guys see these bears kind of they and they like calm down and are able to like they kind of move next to you and they do kind of cuddle up to you as you have calmed the bears.
Can I pet the bears?
Yeah, you can pet
Ina's
the
in this
bears.
whole entire in this whole entire headspace going like, yes, now Thea is going to have 2 large bear bodyguards when I'm not around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My hands.
Imagine, if you will, Soul multi-classes into Ranger and gets a bear as an animal companion.
There you
That could
go.
be interesting,
Lorelai and Catalina could probably also ride the bears.
Yeah,
knows?
absolutely. Absolutely they can.
Fuck, I'm under the cart.
This is what Ina's just gonna work on. Be like, all right, you're gonna protect the small human over there.
Okay. As you guys kind of finish up combat, you do see that there is an abandoned house over here, on the road, and it is beginning to get sunset. As you know, you haven't quite made it to Caranimos, or from Caranimos to Drake's Fall, but you're on the road. You're very close. Would you like to push forward for the night, or would you like to end the session here and rest in this abandoned house?
I think a rest could be nice.
I'm fine with resting.
I'm fine with rest.
Okay.
EP time.
same.
Alrighty. Then that settles it. We are going to end session here with the long rest of the party. Thank you everybody for joining us. We really, really appreciate those who tuned in to stream. Thank you all of you for being here and for playing. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you everybody. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.